but they've been a resilient bunch all season, and that's the Timberwolves, and it's the road team that which basket they're shooting first. Any thoughts?
No, I think they want their offense. You might want your offense in front of your bench, some sort of trap.
Yes, Holmgren, three-pointer won't. He's to be much more aggressive than he was in Knicks. One dribble, two-point shot, won't go. It's good.
Doesn't have to play against a fully loaded defense. Just
goes down low. Holmgren, beautiful little finger. At least for a few moments. They've got a number of NBA arenas are starting to do that now. Randall.
Well, there's not a lot of 7-footers in this. Even here, Ant. This offensive rebound was
Randall and Dort. Dort getting the hot. Officials have not made a signal yet. And he's going to go over to the scores table. There's some blood.
Make sure they want to make sure that they're helping him out.
And this, I'm surprised this doesn't happen. Really good toss. How many times you see players steal the blood to stop?
But to start the game, a bloody nose, I haven't seen.
They work on Scott Foster. That's what he gets for throwing it up nice.
One time, if you remember, the official bruise on there. He had to leave the game and get stitched up. Scott will be razzed on this that he can't take a punch.
It was a 90 seconds about changing baskets to start. That makes no difference though, right?
No, it makes no difference to do that opposite. So it's something that you've been
an excellent game one. Finds the elbow, jump.
Getting to their respective games. Hartenstein with
Edwards leaning in. NBA all defense for Lou Dort. Finally,
they're doing a better job of probing already on different possessions.
Hartenstein against a team Doris like Oklahoma City.
Tonight you get Anthony Edwards up the floor a little bit quick decisions because you can't give him a chance to load.
Game one, Lou Dort lines it up. It all in the fourth quarter. They'll need him. Away, that three won't go. Holmgren grabs it. Half lead in game one. First two. Against Dort, pulls back. Plays catch with
play. Anthony Edwards loves to dance. You're going to free yourself up for easier shots.
He was right with him. Steps back, baseline.
Really long, excellent defender, but you forget.
The night, but a great second half. Randall gets it up, bang shot, missed it. Well defended by Hall with the rebound. Ahead to Williams. Jalen Williams to drive. Oh, defensive play from McDaniels, but the Thunder. All five starters have scored for OK.
Out of space with his career three-point per shot ready.
Hartenstein misses against Gilders-Alexander as Williams got knocked.
Mike Conley in the history of his career. You give it, get a little separation, he's been money.
On the foot turn, the ankle, stay down for.
Will heal in real time. Just keep it moving.
It's McDaniels. McDaniels, that's his second three-pointer.
Anthony Edwards. Oklahoma City is a team that will.
Minnesota, by the way, had more turnovers, as we keep talking about, so critical against.
Hit downhill. It's not always just to get to the rim. Might have been a foul there, maybe even a travel. But that's what Shea does. Always probing downhill for himself and others. And
Elvis this game was one of his best all-around. Vincenzo, Jalen Williams. Two players elite at what they do. The rebound.
Right read. You got to get.
Another, he's 3 for 4 from the field. All defensive second team this year. And then off the backboard, Hartenstein kept them away. Gobert kicks it out. Wallace, Gobert, his second field goal. Boy, Edwards in such attack mode early. And again, Stein has it. Goes out. Stay the same way, more substitute.
But he gets to his spot, and ladies and gentlemen, he posts up, and there's just no defense. There's nothing you.
Very emotional ceremony that he had yet glass. One. Holmgren gets inside. That shot short.
Got to be an excellent screener as Ant pulls the trigger.
That's his first three-point attempt. Led fouls. SGA first free throws. Well, time for tonight's playoff. Pacers and Knicks after that unbelievable for Game 3 as this series will shift.
Look, this is just the movement that he gets. What you want about the free throw attempts, he knows how to.
Pretty big topic on his ability to draw back, perhaps touchy-feely types.
One of the best offensive players in the history of the force the official into decision-making.
Chances there for the Wolves come away. They thought they are ball out of bounds. 19.
Saying that it was a foul to possibly review first quarter.
That's the only going to be a review if there's a foul. And Reed has it.
Messages would indicate, but it feels like when he's letting go.
DiVincenzo, a playoff hero last year for the Karl Anthony Towns trade. in the game. And a foul. The MVP is heartwarming.
And I stand by it. If he has 63, if he has that, that's what gets you that MVP. So
Acceptance last night, especially his wife. Getting in against Wallace, goes inside, a little double. 6 points early for Anthony Ed. And Wallace tracks it down. Go off the bounce points. Here comes Edwards the other way. Randall wide open, fakes on Holmgren. So already you see some drive, block, but a foul.
Enhancement, as you see, he's dealing with that. Kobe Bryant, because the angles are different. It's hard. This is an intentional move by the Minnesota Timberwolves.
This young man is so talented, and because surface, he's 7 foot plus. He's going to like, and he's going to get better.
Overall, as Holmgren drafted number 2 over on 2020 teams, and then this year, tough to be away from a team all that time, a team that can jump shot. Won't go from the field. That's what they shot in game 1. Holmgren deflects it out of bounds. Minnesota said in game 1, our offense, or doesn't happen a lot with Minnesota. They've been terrific. Shot is good. The athleticism there. Wallace tries again. He's averaging 8 rebounds a game in the playoffs. Goes inside. Edwards fakes. 15 seconds remaining in the period.
OKC defense, you just have to finish the job.
Comes up short, and that will end the first.
You know, we're just reaching in at the last moment.
8 assists, no turnovers in the first quarter. Falling away, difficult shot, gets it.
Performance, only 2 turnovers from Minnesota, right? Like the bench made shots. Game 6 against Denver, he responded, and all of a sudden, all that J-Dub confidence.
With the long arms of Holmgren, Caruso, and Wallace, 2 terrific. Naz Reid, left hand, nice soft basket.
We've seen Julius Randle get a kick out
From the Thunder. Wiggins seeing his 3, but Wiggins comes up with an offensive denying. And an offensive.
Well, Wiggins gets the steam. A little hip check.
Reid off the bounce again. Shot, now he's going to the bucket.
Listen, Mike, Naz has got 12.
It's been an Naz Reid the rebound. That DiVincenzo launches and knocks
it up from Dante DiVincenzo. Get an easy bucket.
by 8. T-Wolves back up by 1. Williams comes out to guard Reid. Reid very aggressive. DiVincenzo way outside. Holmgren. Alexander. Minnesota bench. Walker, Reid, and DiVincenzo in games by Conley.
Much ability. When we talk to SGA about how because he works so hard and then he just
That was a good season this year. Randall drop call by OKC. What a turn.
So strong off the dribble drive. It's one of the elite defenders playing a little bully. Reid, Dante DiVincenzo been critical. No hesitation. Have 18 points amongst them. Jefferson, you got it.
yeah, this is going to open up that floor. But they had confidence, but they were definitely a little rusty in that game 1.
Complete different opponent that sometimes it takes you a game.
And it's a more confident opponent.
Offensive rebound. Wiggins and Wallace.
Minnesota has shown zone here in the first half. So to a little offensive rebounding, they get a bucket off.
Steals, one of the top 10 in the NBA in steals per game. They're just 3 of 14. And a foul call. Caruso.
You might see the steal, but at the end of the and then once they get in transition.
First team All-NBA defense. He deserves it as much as anybody. Part of this great defense. There's going to be an official review. Guys that are 100 pounds heavier than him.
So Julius on Alex Caruso.
But that's my guess, Doris.
They're looking because of the contact was above his neck and shoulder. That's what they're reviewing currently.
Sensitive
review.
hit in the face.
Fine, the defense.
It's a normal basketball play that happens all the time. Surprise look on his face.
Our guy hasn't co-signed, and I've never known Richard
The right call. I do get a little annoyed.
Back in. As is Gobert. Being the entire game 1. So much more time. It's knocked down on a foul.
You have Hartenstein getting that rebound. And look, now you got another foul on Naz Reid. That
4. Side. And Hartenstein, that shot won't count.
So when you attack the zone, contact clearly coming before.
Off to an excellent start, too. 6. No, Randall throws it ahead to McDaniels. One fast break point.
Well, it's tough because that's what's open when you run a catch, turn, and shoot a floater. It's more difficult than I've
on Edwards. Hartenstein looks to help. He puts it in. Anthony Edwards and Caruso off the bench with 7 points in 9 minutes.
Just catch and see what's in front of you. Then you
Edwards can't get that to fall. Hartenstein with a rebound. He made one last year. Randall calling for it. He's got the event. Bad pass. Stolen. Turn, shoots. On the drive. In the first half.
Often downhill, gets in the end.
So get to the middle of the zone and make good for a drop or a lob. You can see Chet pointing at it.
This is Jaden McDaniels. If Rudy comes up, there's nobody else for him to guard. But they've got to figure out some matchups.
For the first half by Minnesota that he hurt in the first quarter of game 1. Impact Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein.
Shot is just ridiculous, folks. He makes that.
Even stepped out of bounds.
You think Jokic, you think Hartenstein, because simple to your game.
We just saw a palm.
Was asking for it. The Minnesota bench was asking for the referees to start looking for that play.
Daniels can't get that to fall. Good. Coming up on 3.5 remaining. Daniels on SGA. Pulls up, falls back. Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards three-pointer misses. Caruso tries a three-pointer. In and out. The Thunder region is exceptional. Again, no fast. So, Julius Randle, 2 points here in the first half. Double, kicks it out. Edwards wide open three.
Some good looks. They've made more.
Hesitation, draws the foul.
The film, they're looking at the process to the shot. What do they do as soon as the ball shots to take away the paint? That's their priority.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he just continued to me like a particularly difficult job. You just walk.
Disrespectful if you even have to say, I want the match. Good to see you.
Knocks down the decent job here in OKC. Acquisitions instrumental to the corner.
Like OKC showed a little zone.
On the drive, SGA pulls up. First half of game 2, DiVincenzo, no hesitation. Holmgren grabs the rebound. Williams searching for an opening. He's got DiVincenzo, Dort, the high arcing three. Ball by Chris Finch. 120. Wonderful hands when he's one of the stars. Goes high and backs it in with the left hand. Pounded by DiVincenzo, spins away. Holmgren, the outlet pass. DiVincenzo second. Edwards batted around, picked up by Dort. Corner, knocks it down with McDaniels on the screen.
BA with the step back against McDaniels. That's a crucial play going into half.
A big bounce back game for Anthony Edwards.
His name is Mike Malone. He prefers that.
Inside, whistle and a foul.
Instead of taking the last shot if you're Minnesota, you feel like great job by an offensive game like this.
The key on these, the defensive players.
With the way his team closed out, that for better spacing, guys made quicker decisions. About Anthony Edwards posting up early to get him closer to the basket, Richard. So
Julius Randle misses the three. Randle just 1 of 6 half. Be productive. Gilgeous-Alexander jumps. And the first double-digit lead of the game. Time and again, you're hanging with out of his hand. Looked like there was contact. There comes. And Holmgren goes down. All those falls seem so awkward.
Fell down and messed up his plays. You got to be aggressive. They're
in the air, grabbing the jersey like that. Who was born in Minneapolis. And one guy only that he loved, and that was Kevin.
The comp is real. I mean,
he can't do on the court.
Together, that first season missing, then having some lead.
Gobert, a little hesitation, floats it out to Dort. Nice. Finds Holmgren, layup, that won't go. Dort. As Williams makes the drive on Conley.
Minnesota needs to toughen up. They're lacking some tough dealing offensive rebounds. You have to toughen up.
An opportunity, couldn't finish.
9 rebounds to go with his 16-point.
I think Rudy.
Over move, left-handed layup, misses, rebound, foot.
So he's just pursuing.
And draws the foul. It's amazing how quickly that has become an...
All right, Rudy Gobert working the dunk big. Great rebounding bigs.
All defense second team. And of course, 4-time defensive player, rim protectors in the league.
No question, my off in terms of their productivity in the paint. And they'd like to be in the ball game.
Lou Dort chased off the line. This time has more room for Gobert. Randall, nice entry pass.
Transition, early offense before there does, pin that defender high and get it up the floor. And
having his jersey, he said he's going to go to the free throw. 12 for OKC. Moves to Minneapolis off shortly after 8:30.
Shooting 4 for 23 from 3.
Knocking everything down 3 minutes in to this third period. McDaniels gets away, shuffles it out. Holmgren. Good ball movement here. For McDaniels. Keep showing that growth on the offensive end.
They're sticking with Lure. That time it's Chet in the middle of the...
Dort. Ball for his first personal.
Richard, you were talking about shooter, but Chet just finding the soft area. That is the nice read by Chet.
That's a big part of their strength in this historic season. Too strong that time off the glass.
Makes it so much harder to guard.
Jalen Williams. McDaniels across the lane. Williams drives. Boy, excellent defense. And Jalen Williams kept going. Banks it home. And went awry. Edwards throws it ahead. McDaniels, 5-point game.
Contested layup over a contested 3.
And they've taken a lot more paint shots.
By the way, Anthony Edwards, with his playoff career history for the Timberwolves, kicks it out in the corner. Nasri fires up 3 quick fouls and hardly played. And flips it up and in. He's shooting 70% from 2. He's got 6 of those. Caruso, his 3-pointer. And across the lane and fouled on the pass. Alexander Walker goes right at Caruso, leans in, but shooting. Second.
He's missed 10.
Caused Reed to go off balance. Pat Frere. Reed one of those. Randall, the rebound on the missed free throw. Back up, missed.
This one is going to go off of Jalen Williams.
Reed up top. Alexander Walker. This cut.
Watch how quickly he doesn't even have a chance to left. He finished through the contact.
Still 4.5 remaining in the third. Alexander Walker off the bat. Caruso.
Tundle in his back pocket.
And just shame. But Minnesota has been having extended free throws, and that's something that they want to
deflect it out of bounds. Last touch again with OKC. They go on those runs. 28 points. And the reach at Caruso called for his third.
And just Shea, I don't know what to tell you.
Let's go to Lisa.
Hey, Mike, well, Shea's had in his basketball career, like when he got cut, he's used those moments as motivation. He said he was the best player in the world when he was, and he said what negate those low moments. He said what this.
All right, Lisa, he's everything you want. One of those second half knocked away by SGA. Just over 2.5. Edwards stumbles. So more free throws. They're in the
catches it. He eats up the space in between. I mean, listen, he is up in your
upcoming conference finals schedule from that collapse last night against the Indians. And Minnesota in comeback. Edwards hits. But a foul. Edwards athleticism from Anthony Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's
yes.
a clean block.
And
to me, the left hand is marginal.
Yeah, Richard, you see.
That's what they're calling. Beautiful block, cleans the difference. And like I said, I hate
checking with Pat Frere right now. They've made their
NBA stats to check with that.
Or was it a summer? Was it a sixth grade? So Dort will shoot the 2. But he's talked about. He's one of the best defenders in the league. How of this team earlier in his career, he was a player in the league, but still can get you good number. And more free throws for Anthony.
The corner turned, the reach and the slap between those two guys. Switch the
Lead cut to 15. He's still just.
Thunder finished that first half. That was
Lou Dort knocks it down. Puts them back up 17. Now won't go. Randall fighting. Wallace. Jason Wallace drives back for and a technical foul called on Holmgren. 18 points.
Got to drop dimes. And look, I'm okay with certain Any guy on the court is screaming at you. But
by the way, Wallace, and in the half remaining here in the third. Stripped down low, out of bounds.
of being stripped, but he's just
Randall just smiles, can't believe it. Thought it
get anything generated, and
a foul call. Even Chun.
Aaron, yeah, that's the right. So don't complain about the free throw attempt all year long. That's why his numbers are.
Another 30-point game and a 21-point lead. Over Reed had it. He lost the ball. The playoffs in fewest turnovers, a lethal combination for anybody who plays. Once again here in the third quarter. Crowley cuts the lead to 22. 2 seconds. Away, gets it off with lead. It's held by we can get you deflated.
He is not in the game right now, so this is an up or down some shots. They got to get some clean looks first.
Knocks that one down. As Caruso drives on Conley. Conley, there's Game 1 was the big turnaround, and Raheem Hartenstein. And then a turnover for the Thunder. It's only their drives, kicks it out. Naz Reid, Alexander Walker, beautiful.
just take it 3 to 4 minutes, stretch it
with double figures, 11 points. Goes at Naz Reid, spins, shot blocked by Reid.
Be able to guard bigs, to be able to guard.
Williams finds Hart. Taylor Williams have another Minnesota ball.
corner. How about the pass? Straight distributions. He scored early that time, setting his.
And a foul. Jaden McDaniels will shoot his first free throws tonight.
These are the sign foul calls that Shea is getting.
Game 2 of the NBA. Had just 7 points in game 1. Alexander Walker harassing Caruso. Touch. Couple of bounces on the rim. Big height advantage on Wiggins. Nice left-handed shot.
Edwards on the bench.
But Hartenstein couldn't hold on. 5 consecutive he has come through. Caruso. Against the Thunder. Caruso thought he was fouled.
In the third for them. But I love the decision there. Then
Conley, his three-pointer. Gildas Alexander.
One thing I do know, when Julius Randle.
Naz Reid gets 4 fouls on Isaiah Hartenstein.
3 from 3. He's got to put his fingerprint. Hasn't shot the ball particularly well, but I think he's.
I don't blame Hartenstein's for.
That looked like
Go verticality with both hands. The minute.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure what marginal is, but I don't.
Is 2 hands straight up and down.
Gildas Alexander, well defended by McDaniels. And a timeout called. Lead 15, but still 8.5 remaining. Taylor Williams, shot clock at 4. Dort 14 on the shot clock. Naz Reid, good tough rebound in traffic. Got a 24-point lead or deficit for them. McDaniel.
Spacing was good that time. One man in front of him.
He's got 32. Edwards inside, missed the layup. And he's a little shaken up. His cousin fouled him, his second.
Paint. OKC has 4 team fouls.
But his ability to, Isaiah Hartenstein is maybe the beat angle to attack.
Once such a high volume score is just off the George double team with an easy flush. This is the second. Another foul. They're going to say before the shot attempt. Danner's a little frustrated. Jalen Williams drives to the rim. Left. 19 for Jalen Williams. Walker knocked out of his hands. Caruso got a piece.
Daniels here with obvious frustration, just 2 hands. about the free throws and his aggressiveness. He's
The Timberwolves, they've been saying all game and see a lot of players used to draw fouls. Obviously not a smart play.
yeah, but you have to keep your emotions in check. But when you do those,
Back at the replay center, Stevens
called a flagrant penalty one because it definitely.
Richard, as you say, as frustrated as you for this game.
Actually, is a player that usually impacts.
Ball, 2 free throws on possession. He's especially frustrated. Defends every position, not just wings. 1 through 5. Edwards guarding, drives on Gobert, stops. It's only the 6th turn at not turning it over.
right call. Still no Julius Randle. We have
pulls up just inside. Randle tonight just 6 in game 1. 5.5 from a shot. Banker won't go. Alexander high off the glass. Gorgeous move.
Scoring through all their struggles.
Here in the 4th quarter, Doris, as we approach. The Cousins again going in. Power move from Jalen Wood.
look at the crowd he's seeing.
Reed Tanner flips it up and in. Gorgeous move from Anthony.
Lead on the baseline. Help comes over. That's
He needs some help down the stretch here. Alexander Walker, a little hesitation. They're in the penalty, so free throws a chance to cut it to a left.
So difficult. It's the body control. And he hit some threes if you're Minnesota. But continuing.
4th foul. Alexander Walker. McKeel was asked about his cousin yesterday, but battling it out here in the Western Conference Finals. For the game, a 24-point lead. 3-pointer. Defense on the steal. Williams to home.
Here they go, going up. And they continue decades.
Again, earlier tonight, or earlier this season, his first all. Just over 3.5 from shot clock, but a foul.
going to get downhill. I don't care what's coming. Got the rim athletically. You can't stay with me.
Fouls out. 6 foul rebounds, 5 assists. Second, and Jalen Williams the rebound. Into the hands of the Goes inside. Williams kicks it out. Dort. And a 24-second violation.
Is never out of reach. You keep playing. Maybe knock down a couple of threes.
Edwards, game, just under 3 to play.
He took the last game.
Jet home run with a big game. Edwards, 3-pointer. A call against Shai Gilgeous. Quarter.
But you're not going to lift him. They like the 3-point shots.
2 to 10. Again, the lead was up top. Right, the big 3-pointer. Edwards shuffles it off. Alex, as we're under the 2-minute mark. Unstoppable. McDaniels 3% with 1:40 to play. Forced turnovers. Dort holding. Holmgren with 22. His second.
It's his time. We said it last game. As long as he's just so impressive. To slow him down.
Just 18 points picked up. Inside layup swatted by the shoot. Boy, Anthony Edwards is just
the weapon, but no one can stop you if you can.
Holmgren. Gilgeous Alexander on the drop. Seconds remaining. 2 more free throws. And Thunder on the Timberwolves 4-point deficit to 10. Alexander continues to add to his traditional couple of days from the couple of years where SGA's as he was when they won 15. Holmgren grabs it, and now the celebration. He splits the defense, brings it back. Gilgeous Alexander. He's got to put it up, and shot partially.
Jalen Williams, Shai Gilgeous Alexander.